Hey guys, it's Jay. Just before the video starts, I wanted to invite each and every one of you to hang out with me this Sunday, April 19th at 1 o'clock. I'm going stir crazy here by myself, and I was curious, what are you guys doing to pass the time being, well, basically all by yourselves in your own homes? I know I'm doing some very interesting things with my time, and I'm kind of curious to see what you guys are up to. Guys, I hope you'll join me this Sunday, April 19th, to hang out at 1 o'clock. Well guys, on with the video. Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to my channel where we discuss popular culture of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Well, this has been a long time coming, guys. As you know, I picked up The Laughing Prince Adam back in 2018. I first heard about it when Pixel Dan was talking about it on his channel, saying that it would be available at San Diego Comic-Con. I found out later that they finally released it, and that's fine, because this is going to be a great unboxing. I love the Masters of the Universe figures, as you guys already know. It's been part of my childhood, it's been part of pretty much every part of my cartoon collecting history. And what I really love about this is that they continue to make toys and continue to make action figures for adult collectors. And that's just incredible for my nostalgia factor. You know what? Why are we wasting time? Let's take a look at it and see what we got inside. Okay, so as I said, this has been a long time coming. The figure itself comes in the standard Masters of the Universe mailer, which is a bit of tradition ever since Mattel was doing them a long time ago, but Super 7 seems to have picked up the that habit as well. As you can see, this is an adult collector item, which is great for us. It says the name of the character on the front, and of course the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe branding as well. Again, pretty much the standard mailer, nothing that we haven't seen before. Safety requirements on the back, Super 7 logo, and the fact that this is a recycled material. So let's get right into it. Okay. I really love the fact that they make them available in these mailers. If you were actually to get this mailed to you, which I have had, as you know, I got Skeletor, He-Man, She-Ra, all those were mailed to me. This mailer really helps to protect the figures and the box inside. So let's... Oh man, these are always so tight though. That's the only drawback with these boxes. And there we go. So let's put that away. All right, this is always exciting. But now that I actually have had an opportunity to open up a few of the Masters of the Universe Classics collection, this collector's box is just slightly different. It does have the Castle Grayskull motif here, but if you look carefully, you can actually see some multicolored rainbowing around the teeth, almost like it's glowing, some sort of technicolor type of glow. It's really, really interesting. And of course it is an adult collector piece, but if we tilt it to reveal the top of Castle Grayskull, we get this wonderful glitter pattern, which has never been seen before. Usually we have the starburst or the starfield pattern for the night sky. So that's interesting. I can already see Prince Adam's head peeking out at the top there. The glitter pattern continues on the side, and of course, again, this wonderful Technicolor type of coloring here, which is really neat. So amazing. Same thing on the other side too. And of course, we bring it to the back. It's just a field of glitter. Wow. I don't know how well that's coming across on camera, but it is shiny. If I tilt it, you can actually see it. You can see the reflection of my camera, I think. And what you can actually see too is the multicolored glitter that really is overwhelming, actually, in a lot of ways. He-Man the Masters Universe branding, Super 7, recyclable material. And of course the bottom is just a reinforcement of Masters of the Universe Classics Club Grayskull and all the safety information as well. You know, well, you know what? Here we go. Let's lift it up and see what we got. Oh, there he is, everybody. Yes, I know. You know what? I know. Everyone's already reviewed this figure. I get it. But you know what? For me, getting into it now and having a quick look at it, this is a big dream of mine, obviously. I love the Masters of the Universe. And seeing seeing my very own laughing Prince Adam in the packaging is just, it's just a wonder to behold. Yeah, you can still see shades of that Technicolor lighting all over the place. The He-Man and Master Universe branding, and down here it says the character's name, Prince Adam. Adult Collector, Super 7. We can already see him in the wonderful windowed box. Great stuff. We can see that this part of the window, we can actually see right through there, and there he is. There's Prince Adam. And if we bring him out to the other side, yep, same thing. We can see him right there. And we can still see that wonderful Technicolor treatment. And at the back, this is how the whole meme started. There he is, Prince Adam, throwing his head back, laughing like he doesn't care. And let's be honest, he doesn't. And we see Cringer there too. I really would have loved it if we were able to get a Cringer figure, because the one that was available, I believe, was only available with Queen Marlena. But maybe one day we'll be able to find Cringer and unite him with Prince Adam. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try and take this guy out of the package, which is not going to be easy. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to stop right here and we'll come back with the figure out of the box. And there he is in all of his laughing glory. Yes, indeed, this is the laughing Prince Adam. Now, there are a whole bunch of things to talk about this guy, and I have to say, he just makes me so happy. Honestly, it's just funny. His face is, oh gosh, we really got to talk about that face. He really is just laughing. Oh my gosh, he's laughing and just having a grand old time. The sculpt on his face is just incredible. He's got, you know, a wonderfully sculpted grin. His eyes are so small. He's throwing his head back. The color of the hair is just so vibrant. His skin tone is, I think, just a little bit on the tan side, but you know, with this bright pink you know, vest, it really sort of does work quite a bit. And you know, just getting back to the figure, you know, other than all the fun we're having here, he is definitely one of those special characters that was only created specifically because because they could. I mean, this was a at the time, we thought it was an SDCC exclusive 2018, but, you know, he ended up being released to the public, and you know what, with good cause. He's such a wonderfully unique character, a lot of fun, and just one of those collector's items that you really want to have, even if he doesn't raise in value too much. He's just this wonderful meme, and has so many different connotations in terms of, like, why we love these characters so much. So everything is really amazing here. The paint job is wonderful. If we take a quick look around, we can see the wonderful pink vest that he has, his signature black belt with the golden buckle there. If we spin him around to the back, we can actually see that there's a wonderful little place that they've included to be able to hold his sword of power. His arms are painted a nice white. It's actually a slight off-white. It's not exactly white, but I think that is to enhance the musculature here. And this is just paint. It's not actually the color. Actually, I believe this is the color of the figure, and believe it or not, the hands are actually the ones that are painted, which is very interesting. Yeah, wonderful details here. The character is great. You gotta love his furry loincloth here. It's a wonderful off purple, you know, slight fuchsia. Looks really nice. His lederhosen stockings, if you will, are another really light purple. Great stuff. And of course, the white trim, almost like a like winter boots there. Really great stuff. The vest is actually not attached to the figure. You can see it is pliable. I think it is removable, although I wouldn't want to remove it. It feels like it can be removed, but you know what? This is his iconic look. There's really no point in removing his vest at this time. A couple of things I have noticed. He actually is the version of of the figure, which can have his wrists up and down, but he can't do the I have the power pose where he lifts it up over his head. It doesn't have that secondary joint, which is unfortunate. We really would have loved to have that. Standard articulation here. You know, his arms, they move a full 90 degrees. The bicep swivel, it's full 180 degrees from here. His arm joint is another full 90 degrees. And his wrists do move, of course, another full 180 degrees. The wrists themselves move up and down, as you can see. On both sides, you can see the wrists move up and down. He has a waist turn, probably 180 degrees, don't want to do that. He has an ab crunch, so he can move that much forward and bend that much back. His legs, can he do the splits? Yes, he can do the he can do the Van Damme splits. Holy cow. These ones, the loincloth is very nice and malleable, so he can go all the way, which is great. The joints on the upper legs are full rotation, 180 degrees, I think. Again, don't really want to do that. His boots and legs can actually kick out this far, 90 degrees, and about that far back. Not too far, but good enough for posability. Great stuff. His knees do bend. Ugh. Man, this is the first time out of the box. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Yeah, that ratchet joint's beautiful. So they do bend a full 90 degrees. And of course, he can do the can-can if he wanted to. The feet and the ankles come all the way out, like that, all the way back, and all the way forward that way. And of course, they do have a... Oh, no, actually, wait a second. Do they? Yes, they do. They do rotate at the ankle joint for additional posing features. Great, great stuff. All right. So a couple of things I do want to mention about the figure in general. Paint job is really, really well done. You can tell that they did have plans for this, but I think, and I'm not gonna criticize too much about this, but I think maybe he was in a bit of a rush when they tried to get him out. If we take a look at his wrists, for example, we can really see that they're not painted as well as I would like. There's like we can actually see the joint here, and it's not as well painted as we would like, for sure. While moving them around, there are a few flakes that have actually popped off. Don't know if you can see that. So it leads me to believe that they made this character in a bit of a rush for San Diego Comic-Con as a release for fans of the show. And again, it is a wonderfully created character. He's a lot of fun, but he really is just one of those special characters that they released for San Diego Comic-Con. The hands themselves are also definitely painted, and I think the hands are sort of translucent. You can actually see that in the plastic there. Whereas the plastic here is pretty much the color of the figure. And you can even see here, this is definitely a paint application on his chest. So yeah, in order to make this figure, they had to. I'm not sure. Cut a few corners is the right word, but I'm interested to see what the release of the next version of Prince Adam, which is more of the regular edition, what it actually looks like. And of course, what would Adam be without his signature accessory? The Sword of Power. Yes, indeed. This is obviously his iconic weapon, but this particular version is unique as it's created in a pink plastic. Now that in itself is rather humorous. It wasn't in the actual meme itself, but it is an interesting addition and has an additional feature. The actual sword blade itself has a translucent effect to it. You can actually see right through it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but yeah, it's got a wonderful translucent
effect. This is a really great addition, as every single one of He-Man's swords has always been gray or maybe bluish, but this one, yeah, this is unique, and in my opinion, it's worth the price of admission alone. Well guys, that'll about do it for my look back at The Laughing Prince Adam by Super 7. This really is one of those characters who, let's be honest, he wasn't meant as a serious collector's item piece, but he sure has become one. He really exemplifies the idea that fun little gifts and collectibles at conventions are always available, and I really do appreciate having this one in my collection, as it really does harken to that fun side of Filmation, which a lot of us don't get to see too much in action figure form. This particular form of Adam really harkens back to the show, and really reminds me that Adam was someone who didn't take himself too seriously, unlike his counterpart He-Man, who really had this persona of being a perfect human being, someone who could do no wrong and actually save people at a moment's notice. Whereas Adam here, he really was the opposite of He-Man. He wasn't super strong. He would often act as a clumsy person in order to protect those that he loved. And that was the real strength of Adam. The fact that he would do that to himself, take no credit, and still be the hero that he always knew he could be. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave me a like. It really does help me out. If you have any comments or suggestions on anime, toys, collectibles, cartoons, or anything else you'd like me to review, please leave that in the comment section below. And consider subscribing, as it really does help YouTube realize that you guys enjoy my work and that I'm doing a good job. I do have a Patreon account, and if you guys go and check that out, I really would appreciate it. Guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Geek proud. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to support the channel, please see the link in the description below. I've got more videos on the way, and we'll see you at the next one. Geek proud.